Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. This is my review for the Real Housewives of Potomac for season 6, episode 9. Okay, I hope everybody is having a great Labor Day because y'all be getting this on sometime Monday morning or Monday afternoon. So again, happy Labor Day, happy off day, happy all of those things to everyone who is watching this replay. Okay, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Or where's that? To become a whole JayBird, dun, and all that goodness and stuff. You can always know that the link to follow my JayLee's Corner talk is in the description box below every single video. Okay, do not forget to also like this video, comment in the comment section. You can also hit the little share button and share it on your social media. Okay, you can relax, relate, release, and center yourself and everyone around you. Always inhale and exhale to help you in those crazy moments of stress and stuff. Okay. Y'all know to follow me on my social medias. On IG, it is J_Lees_Corner. Okay. On Twitter, it's JayLeesCorner. And y'all know to like and subscribe, Okay. But I am here, boom, here. And let's just get into. So this episode, y'all know I do not care for Candiace much, and I'm gonna get to that towards the end of this video because I just did not like things she said about people who just had kids. But again, we will argue about that later on. Okay. So the first thing we see that I'm gonna talk about is Eddie and Wendy, who was having a conversation since she is now back from a little trip. And they're discussing the whole rumor that Gizelle brought on the show, that Gizelle took to Ashley, and that Ashley then took to Wendy, okay? And for them, they feel like, the person who has the least stable, relationship history, whatever, between her and Jamal, for Gizelle to be the one to bring the rumor to the table, it kind of pisses them both off and whatnot. Eddie also brings up how, for him, that ain't how I live my life. That ain't how I do. That's not what I do. Why would I do that? Okay, what sense does it make, and why pull me into the bullshit of it all? Okay, because she wants to be messy. Because Gizelle is messy and miserable. Okay, and she likes to pull in whoever she can to her foolishness and whatnot. Okay, now they bring up too how Eddie basically disobeyed his family or whatever, shunned them, okay, and married Wendy because they was not happy about them two being married or whatever. So why would I cheat on someone that I basically left my family for? That's true, but however, it also means he can have resentment, okay, towards Wendy because he did give up someone. So who knows? But I'm not saying I believe Eddie cheated, but I'm gonna say you can't put cheating past anybody's, okay? But I don't think he did, and we know for a fact that it's just foolishness or whatever. So for Wendy and also for Eddie too, he bring up how the best thing about it is, Wendy said, they don't have a love like ours, okay? They probably never will, so they don't get why this rumor was so horrible to me. But again, they sat there, chit chatted about it, and he was supportive of his wife and her upsetness over this rumor that, as we all know, came from the Avatar. So, that's neither here nor there. Is the Avatar even still around? I ain't heard nobody mention the Avatar in a long time. Honey, the Avatar may be gone. Anyway, we then see Gizelle at the house that she still needs to be working on with a broken door. And her and Robyn are working on a little podcast and whatnot. Okay, look, I listen to part of episode 1 of the podcast. I was bored. Okay. Other folks may not be, but I was. So I don't keep, tracks of it or whatever. But they were discussing cheating or whatever. And Gizelle brings up, she don't mind cheating, if the husband or whoever, if the man goes to a bachelor party or whatever, and things get too wild and he pull his penis out, I'm like, girl. But as she said, she would excuse somebody cheating one time at a bachelor party. However, if their history is cheating Jamal, that's when she can't forgive them. But you did forgive him. You forgave him, stayed with him for a long time. You did divorce him eventually, but you then went try to go back to him for a story line. So Gizelle, miss me with the bullshit. Okay. Now she brings about we looked at these statistics, and they say 22% of men would cheat. Okay. And Gizelle then said, well, I wish I knew that 2 years ago. I was like, why? Because we all knew Jamal was cheating. Is Jamal coming? I mean, he was just not in Gizelle. Okay. Anyway, but again, she tried to lie to production. When production said, oh, so we talking about Jamal? She was like, I was joking. Yeah, I was. I'm like, no, you were talking about Jamal. Okay, you can't lie, right? Gizelle, you're a bad liar. Okay. But I'm like, whatever. Now, Robyn brings up, I never even seen Gizelle with Jamal. Okay, so I'm not surprised that they are no longer together because I did not see them together at all or whatever. And him cheating and whatnot and all those things that were going on was a whole lot for her to deal with. So I know that's why it didn't work out. I'm like, no, it didn't work out because it never restarted. Okay, he was doing her a favor, probably cut down on child support because he may not have been able to afford it. But no one believes for not a order of a second that Jamal and Gizelle was ever really trying to rekindle things together. Okay, liar, liar, pants on fire. Now, when Gizelle brings up how she had heard things and had a conversation with a whole friend of hers who was going through some troubling rumors, I'm like, you really trying to bring the Wendy rumors to the podcast, Gizelle? You messy bitch. Okay, you are, which proves she really never really was trying to be there for Wendy. That was never really her thing. Okay, my signal keeps going in and out, so I really hope y'all can hear me this whole time and stuff. Okay, now Robyn brings up how for her, Juan cheated, okay, while they were together, and they ended up getting divorced. But she also brings up how, while they were together, she kind of knew he was cheating too. But her eyes, her young green eyes, she was like, I'm not gonna leave him because I have worked too hard to be with him, and I ain't gonna lose this good old man, to anybody else. I was being young and dumb. We've all been young and dumb. Okay, we've all been young and dumb. And she said, now if he would cheat, she would leave him. I mean, I don't believe Robyn at all because I just don't. I feel like if Juan cheated, she just wouldn't want anybody to know. She would only leave Juan if he cheated and people found out. Okay, I'm going to say that. But again, we have all been young and dumb. But I'm going to leave that be. Now, we then see Chris and Candiace, okay, have the whole little conversation at the house or whatever. She brings up how Gizelle was being messy at the little cabin, honey, on the trip or whatever, bringing up how Gizelle said that you were basically riding my coattail, trying to be my manager or whatever, and that's what she said. Now it's weird to me that Candiace does not have any smoke for Gizelle, who's basically coming for her marriage, coming for her husband. Candiace has no smoke for Gizelle, but she has all the smoke available for Ashley. That's what aggravates me about Candiace. You don't have the smoke for the right person, mama, okay? But I'm going to leave that be for right now. Now, Chris brings up, like, for him, Candiace has helped and supported him, in everything, basically, or whatever. Even at my restaurant, when we were having, we were short staffed or whatever, she was a waitress. I was like, oh, because she had enough to do. So for him, like, I can help you now with this because of how much you've helped me over the years. And I'm not saying Chris, does not have to help his wife. That is a great thing to want to help your wife do what she needs to do. Fine. And they both bring up for Gizelle. She is unhappy. And we all know that Gizelle is unhappy. Now, when Candiace gets into Ashley, and as she said, she came and wreaked havoc or whatever, and then tried to leave while still going in the kitchen smiling about, what she did. And Chris, and we know maybe she didn't really have the intention of what happened, okay? That may not have been her intention to cause so much, confusion and discourse. And when Candiace, what she did, because then she was in the kitchen smiling, she was giddy. I'm like, she wasn't giddy. She was leaving, and she was saying This was not how it was supposed to go. And the fact that Candiace can't ever see that anything Ashley ever do may not be the intention of being messy, even if that's the outcome. Okay, like her marriage. Candiace's marriage was not supposed to be messy, but guess what it is? It's messy, as we see later. And I have no issue with Candiace not liking Ashley. I have no issue with that. My issue with Candiace is she likes to just keep fucking with Ashley because she's mad over the whole Candiace. Ashley did the statement for Monique last season. She's holding on to that for dear life like a cornered piece of tissue. And I'm tired of it, okay? Candiace has her good points when I can tolerate her. I've tolerated her mostly all season. And I'm not even Team Ashley. I'm really not Team Ashley. I damn sure ain't Team Candiace. And Candiace, for me, does not give Gizelle the same smoke she gives Ashley. Even though, in my opinion, they're the same damn person. Okay, I said what I said. Anyway, so, I don't like this Candiace, okay? This mean, vindictive, I can't stand Ashley, but I'm okay with Gizelle when it was Gizelle who brought the rumor to Ashley, and they had a whole conversation about Ashley going to Wendy about it. That's what pisses me off. It aggravates my spirits, okay? But let's move on from that, okay? Now, the little scene with Ashley and Michael, I did not need to see this. Ashley, get your husband off my TV screen. Okay, I don't mind seeing you. I don't mind seeing Michael leave for work, coming in from work and going to the back room. But I don't need no full-fledged scenes with old man Michael around here in my face, okay? But I'm going to leave that be. Now, baby Dylan, was at a doctor's appointment. He's like at a massage therapy for babies because he had, I think they call it a lip tie, to where it's hard for him to latch. So feeding him has been difficult. So she's consistently having to breastfeed him like every hour because he can't get enough milk in the system because of the lip tie. Or this is some, I don't know, some type too. It's where it's a connection between like the lip and the tongue, so it's hard from the latch and all of that stuff. So before trying surgery, they wanted to, try other things. So they've come to this person who was in massage therapy for babies, okay, to try to fix things that way. And Michael had 18,755 questions for this lady before, them letting her do what she do. But I'm going to leave that be. She rubbed him down and whatever the baby that is. And said, hopefully the next couple of days, it should be better, because that's what I do, to help babies latch on better. So they kind of bring up how because she's having to breastfeed so much, her and Michael aren't having enough alone time. Y'all know Michael wants some cooch because he's an old coot, okay? And so he wants some cooch from his wife. And she, I guess, wants to give her husband some cooch. Because they want to try to get, baby Dylan, back on to some kind of schedule so that she can spend time with Michael. Now, in the car on the way home, she asked him if when she was in labor, if he looked down her cooch. And, because she don't want him to do that because she wants him to still find her attractive. She wants him to still find her sexy because she loves her husband. That's on her, not on me. And he said, well, I did look, but it had nothing to do with like you per se. I just wanted to see my child being born or whatever, but I still find you attractive. I still find you sexy or whatever. He brings up how you're quickly losing the baby weight. Okay, and I like that or whatever. And you're not fat in any way. Okay, you can back and shit. I'm looking like this. I'm like, you little motherfucker. And it's like as he's talking, you can see her face like, oh, well, okay, I'm not fat anymore. Okay, I'm getting back in shape for you. That's what you want. Because I think she felt like what if I don't lose the weight and he doesn't find me attractive? So you can see that she's probably already having body issues because again, she just had a whole baby. Okay, you cook a baby for 9 months, what's that 10? And your body takes time to sometimes readjust. And so for me, I don't have any. I can't not have sympathy for a person who's birthed a human being. You know what I'm saying? And I can separate the two situations of Abby having her messy moments, but at this point in time, she's a brand new mom. So I can give her grace for that. Okay. But anyway, I'm going to leave that be. I need Michael though to get off my screen. Anyway, we then see Robyn was at home with her son, telling him she's 42, her life was in shambles. Okay, she's a life coach because she does not have her life together. I did not know that Robyn was only 42. Okay, I really thought she was older. I thought she was Giselle's age. But that kind of makes me understand why she follows behind Gizelle. Anyway, she had a whole conversation with a life coach just about how she needs a life coach, not a therapist, because she thinks she's mentally okay. And I'm like, but I thought you was depressed. So which one is it? Let me know. Robyn, stop making up shit. But I do feel like her telling her son about this. No, go talk to Juan. How would you have a girl? And not that you should that hide things from your kids, but he got enough to worry about. Leave that boy alone. Let that boy go to sleep or wake up. I don't know. But again, he didn't need to be in on that conversation. I will leave that be. Now we then see Mia meet with her mom, Veronica. Um, and we see a photo of her with her dad, which was a baby. Okay, she does look like her dad. It's really, really cute and whatnot. But sitting up talking to her mom. Now we did see earlier, I'm sorry, y'all. Earlier she was talking to G before meeting up with her mom for lunch. And, she's like, I want to be careful in my conversation with her because I do not want me to bring up anything that might make her relapse, but I also need to have some honest conversations with her about these things in the past. And it's a fine line between we have to discuss these things that happens, but I also don't want to trigger you, but I can't baby you either. So it's a slippery slope. So at the little lunch and whatnot, I was like, but y'all was drinking, But I'm like, maybe mama thing was drugs and not alcohol. But sometimes alcohol and drug addictions go hand in hand, so I don't know. I'm gonna leave that be. Anyway, the mom brings up that when Mia was a child or this younger, that she acted just like her father, and it made her say, as a mom, about her daughter Mia, that I don't like you, okay, because you remind me of your father. Now, again, Mia said that she felt that from her mom. The mom has said that before in other ways. I'm sorry, y'all. My mouth is dry. And plus it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh no, it's 2:30. Anyway, but Mia then said, well, what did my dad, like, what did he do? Okay, like, what did he do that made you feel this way? And mom brought up how, when he was the one who introduced me to drugs or whatever. So there's that. That's bad. And then also she asked Mia, do you remember the day you got burned? Okay, and Mia said, well, not really, but I have burn marks or I have the scars all over my body. And I do wonder, because I wonder if any burns were on her face, because the marks on her face look less like acne and bad makeup to me now with her saying that. And I do wonder if she uses makeup to cover up the burn scars. Her mom brought up how one day when she was at work, Mia was at home with dad, and Mia was making oatmeal on the stove. And when she picked the pot up, the oatmeal spilled over her and burned her body. But again, that happened to the kid. And her mom brought up how when that had happened and she had to come home from work, that she came home and found Mia's father in the basement with some lady cheating on her or whatever. She said, so I made them leave. I put them out because I was tired of the bullshit. But then 3 days later, I felt like I could not live without him. And the mama said that she tried to kill herself. I was like, shit. Okay, shit. Now, that's a lot to unpack to not know the pain that your mom went through. And I like the fact that they were just able to have this conversation. And I seen some folks saying, I think it was on Twitter, and people saying, well, how can you not want to, cause her to relapse, but you're asking her things about the past? And I'm like, because there are conversations that as an adult you should be able to have with your parent, because you needed just to fix things that made you broken within yourself. So I didn't mind her carefully asking, like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? Um, I think that's good. I think sometimes kids don't realize you do need to have adult conversations with your parents. Okay. Just about stuff and whatnot. Okay. But Mia and her mama both say how they want to do this more. They want to, get to know each other better. They want to hang around each other in life or whatever. And they want to have these kind of conversations to kind of make them be able to open the door more to each other. Okay, I like the truth be told. But let's move on from that. Okay, now Karen. Karen is out here wedding dress shopping. Okay, she wants to get a second dress to wear to the reception. And she meets up with Wendy and Mia. First of all, they all three of them look great. Okay, I love Mia's little coats. I loved Wendy's hats. I love Karen's outfit and her boobs. I'm like, Karen is really out here trying to be young and hip. Okay, but I think they all three looked great. Okay, now when Mia and them get there, whatever, the location is like a warehouse, and Mia was like, "Oh, it's like a warehouse, okay? It's like the industrial district or whatever." And then when Wendy tells her, as Karen is trying on dresses, that the wedding is going to be here, she's like, "Oh, okay, wow. Well, the interior looks great. Now the exterior, not so much. Okay, we may need to get some better decoration out there, and it does look really, really, like a warehouse. Okay, it is what it is and whatnot. Okay, so we then see the two dresses. Okay, she tried on this one dress. I wish they would have gotten a whole full body. I hate when they do people in dresses and they don't do the whole body shot. It's like dumb to me. But again, this is the top of the dress and also the bottom of the dress. I liked this dress, but I felt like that isn't going to be as easy for you to dance in. Okay, it's a beautiful dress. It's a beautiful dress. Okay, but I mean, you're going to fit right with the goddamn train. Okay, now the secondary dress that she tried on, I was like, no. Okay. One, it looks too busy. I don't like it looks like someone, I just don't like it. I can't, I'm not even gonna try to explain that it looks foolish. I don't like it. I like that both Wendy and Mia's like, no, this is not it. She could not even sit down in this dress. So again, no, thank you. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Now, when Mia brings up how she got an invite from Robyn, no, an invite from Gizelle for a birthday party, dinner, brunch thing for Robyn. However, Karen and Wendy were not on the invitation, okay? And they both was like, oh, well, okay, that's fine. Because they haven't really fixed stuff per se, even though Wendy did apologize to Robyn. We know Robyn's fake is Giselle's eye color. Or eye color, right? But she's still fake. So she didn't really believe the apology from Wendy. Okay. But I'm like, girl, whatever. And Karen said, I'm gonna give you a message for Gizelle from me. Okay, let her know that if she apologizes for saying, the word dead or death, okay, that all will be forgiven. I'm like, Karen, I need you to let this go. Okay, let it go. But I also need Gizelle to let shit go about Jamal. I think they're both holding on to stuff just to be fussing right now because they just do not like each other. But Karen don't owe Gizelle an apology, and Gizelle does not owe Karen one. Let that shit go. Boo pal, be done. Candice and Chris has a secondary. They go out to eat. They go out to dinner, and Candice, this whole this whole video shoot is all on my shoulders. I have so much, riding. I'm just so stressed. It's just so much. Girl, I'm so stressed, girl, or whatever. Okay, now Chris, of course, is helping. Okay, but Chris also has things that he has to do for his career. Okay, he has some cooking class to host, like the same week of Candice's photo shoot or Candice's video shoot. And for her, why do you have to work? The week of my video shoot. You know what I'm saying? I can't be the artist if you not there. Not have to worry about other stuff. He's like, she like, you're gonna be missing like several, shoots or whatever. He's like, I'm missing 2. for one. I'm just missing two. And not only that, like, do you not trust me to have everything in place that you need, have the people there that you need to have. Like, I don't have to be there for these two shoots or whatever, because again, I have my own thing to do. And he like, I volunteered to do this shit, okay, for one, because she's not paying him, okay? And his cooking class shit, the stuff that he likes to do is how he is paid. So it's weird to me that she really wants him to give up what he loves to do to help her do what she wants to do, okay? And that's dumb. Now I get he's her manager, but he's also her husband. He's also a person who just like doesn't need to be there. Candice and Chris need for Candice to have a whole regular manager. Pay somebody to do that. You know why she can't? Because no one would want to put up with the brats. Okay? She can afford to hire someone who will put up with her shit. Okay? You would have to pay someone hella bucks, okay, to put up with her shit. Chris puts up with her shit because he's her husband, okay? She can't afford someone to pat her fucking eyeballs dry when she cries. She can't afford someone who will baby her when she's being a bitch. She can't afford anyone to do what Chris is doing for free. Point blank, period. And that's why she wants Chris as a manager, okay? Anyway, so he also tells, like, if you want me to stop doing what I want to do your shit, okay, because I cannot stop what I'm doing for me to do your stuff, okay? Because if I do that, then I need to ask you for an allowance. Do you want that, mommy dear? Okay. And on top of that, today I'm going to go and play some golf. What? You're always playing golf, and I need you to do what I need you to do. I'm like, girl, girl. And I like him. He was like, you know what? I have to make time for me so that I can do stuff for you. Okay, if I don't have some me time, how can I possibly, do all of these things that you need to do, plus stuff I have to do for myself? Leave me be, bitch. Leave me be, bitch. Okay. Anyway, I will cuss you the fuck out. Check your. I'm like, who's she talking to? Hold on. Who's she talking to? Girl. Chris got up, walk out, find somebody else to do this shit for free. Okay. He left her in the restaurant, went to the car, left her with the bill. Okay. Pay the bill. Now in the car, on the hot mic, you hear her saying to him, you almost had me. I was trying not to cut you out. And then he said, well, that wouldn't be any different from the end of the day. Again, Chris and Candice has issues. Everyone's marriage has issues. Not so I don't get why they try to make it, not they, but Candice makes it say, we're great. No, y'all have issues too. That's normal shit with couples. It's not a big deal or whatever. But again, the way Candice treats Chris, the way Candice talks to Chris, the way she just speaks to him as if he's a kid is the reason he gonna leave her eventually. Okay, because no one likes that forever. Okay. Anyway, we then see 3 hours later how she has to go to the lunch thing or the party for Robyn's birthday. But again, she brings up how fussing with Chris, always has me stressed out. And I don't like going places or whatever when I have shit going on between me and him at home. Well, stay your ass at home. Stay at home. Anyway, boom, we have the little dinner for Robyn. On one side of the table, it was, Candice, Skylar, and Ashley. On the other end of the table, we have Robyn, Mia, and Gizelle. It's weird to me how happy Mia was to see Gizelle. I'm like, really, bitch? It's weird. And she wants to be in the in crowd, but whatever, okay? Now, before everyone got there, when it was just Mia, Gizelle, and Ashley, Ashley has a belly because she just had a baby, and she brings up how it's harder for her this time to lose the baby weight, and you can see like her belly's it's a little bit round or whatever. So again, that's something she's dealing with. Okay, still carrying baby weight from having a baby. Okay, now when they're all there, Candice asked Gizelle why Wendy isn't invited. Well, because I asked her to talk to me. I asked her about us having a conversation. You know what I'm saying? But however, she did not respond to me. So we can't talk. I'm like, girl, the fuck, who cares? Anyway, And she brings up how we know Wendy should know that I was not trying to be shady towards her, whatever. Like she should know there. She should know that. Now when Robyn gets there, and they asked Robyn about, also Wendy not being there, for her, she said, I feel like me and her still have unresolved issues because, again, even though she said sorry, even though Wendy apologized, if whatever she said offended Robyn ain't over. You want to know why? Because Robyn needs a storyline. Because why won't she with her? Gizelle don't have no storyline. And who else she going to shoot with? So why not have a whole issue with Wendy? Girl, the fuck bye. Now, Gizelle then asked Ashley, like, well, did you add anything extra to the conversation with Wendy? And she was like, no, I just asked if her and Eddie were like, getting extra freaky deaky. I forgot how she worded it, whatever. But, they were like adding anything to their sex life or whatever. And then a scholar lady said, well, that can make her feel like, I'm saying, that you believe the blog. And she was like, no, I told her that, we didn't believe it at all or whatever. But I was asking, like, what else they may have been doing or whatever. And so Candiace then say, well, she might have felt attacked. And then these three hoes right here, okay? These three hoes, or whatever. Not hoes, it's not nice. But Candiace say that she feel like Wendy felt attacked. And I'm like, have you asked her if she felt attacked? Because we know she did, but fine. So Candiace in her confessional, calls Ashley a filthy milkmaid who came and ruined her trip. This is the reason I have issues with the milkmaid thing. Mothers have horrible issues at times breastfeeding their children. And the only reason she called her a milkmaid is because she breastfeeds her children. And I'm like, again, I'm not a person who feels like a good read comes from somebody shaming someone for doing something that a lot of folks either can't do or is doing because it's natural. You should not call somebody a milkmaid. And I feel like that because we see how she's having issues with her son latching on. And that is sometimes a very hard thing for mothers to do. Again, you can read a bitch up and down, okay? But you should never read someone for mothering their children and feeding their young. To me, that's not reading someone. You're just being a bitch. You're being mean. Okay, and that's the part of Candiace I do not like. Okay, that's part one. Anyway, so as he say, look, if I'm being messy, I will always admit when I'm messy. And that's something else. Candiace, for me, never holds herself accountable for what she does. Ashley is a messy bitch. And when she's being messy, she usually admits to the mess she does. So even though she's a messy bitch, she doesn't deny it. Okay, let's make that clear. And again, I am not Team Ashley. I just don't like Candiace because she does not ever feel like she's wrong in what she's doing or what she's saying. Okay. Anyway, Candiace then said, this hoe came to be messy. Oh, I'm a hoe now? Like, why would you call me a hoe? Because I wanted to. I'm like, okay, whatever. Hoe, bitch, whatever. Hoe, bitch, tramp, slut, whatever it is. Okay. And like, after then, so you have the leg to stand on, calling me hoe, whatever, I didn't come to be messy. And when Candiace then said, you brought your wide body ass to spread lies and bullshit, then left with your breast milk. And this is the issue with the wide body comment. We all know Ashley on a regular day, ain't nothing about her wide. Okay, nothing about her is wide. She called her that because she was bigger because she had a baby. And again, if you're going to read her. But I don't like when anyone is reading someone based on them having children. To me, that's a weak-ass read. That's like someone calling me fat. That's an easy, boring, lazy read. I don't like it, okay? And I don't get how anyone can't. I'm like, why call her wild body? She only that way because she had a kid. So I'm like, how is that not body shaming? But I'm going to leave that be. Again, Candiace can read all she wants, but your reads cannot be, shaming someone for being a mom, shaming someone for having a baby. Because let's be honest, if this was 2 months from now, when she dropped all her baby weight, she wouldn't be wild. You called her wild because she had a baby. And at that point, she had just had a baby, like maybe 2 weeks prior. Fuck Candiace and all her bullshit or whatever. And at that point, wide body, Why? Oh, I'm why body now? You're body shaming me now? She's like, she then replied, Candice said, no, I'm not. You body shame yourself when you walk in the room. I'm looking like, okay. With your big face and big word. I'm like, Candice, your forehead is big. My forehead is big. Again, my aggravation is from people shaming someone for having a baby. Ashley's forehead is just as big as Candice's. Okay, they have the same features, truth be told. One is just a lighter skin, okay, and the other one has the darker skin. It aggravates me that people will support Candice just because they don't like Ashley. And they'll then say, well, because I was on Twitter scrolling, drag her because when she said this and that and then this in past seasons, I don't have time to read Ashley during season 6 for shit she said in season 3. I'm not doing that. I read them for shit they're doing currently. I've already read her for old shit and old reviews. Hey, if you want to see my old shit, go over there. Okay, I can't keep bringing up old shit from things that Ashley's done or from Candice. Okay, this whole season I have been so nice to Candice because she's been so tolerable. Okay, but I do not like anybody shaming someone who had a baby, and that is exactly what Candice is doing. But anyway, we gotta wait till next week to see what else happens. Honey, I'm done. I hope y'all enjoyed. Okay, either agree with me or not. I don't mind either way because everyone is entitled to an opinion. Other than that, I gotta go. I will see you when I see you. Peace.